This is an extremely advanced alien civilization. They travel across the universe without any scruples. Just discover those resource-rich planets on the way. They will plunder them without mercy. To enhance your own strength, they sent pioneers to the Earth 20 years ago. But the result was a huge victory for humanity. People use technology left by aliens. An advanced laser ion cannon matrix defense system was built in space on Earth and established a military defense base on the moon. But just today, the alien captives held in Area 51 suddenly became excited. This phenomenon has never happened in the past 20 years. Scientist David is quickly sent to investigate the cause, so he immediately came to the only alien spacecraft that landed 20 years ago. Directly below the spacecraft are traces of the time when the alien spacecraft tried to absorb the Earth's material. When he entered the cabin, only then did I discover that the spacecraft system not only quietly restarted, a distress signal was also sent to the outer reaches of the solar system. The position of the Earth has been completely exposed. At the same time, all civilians who have had recent contact with aliens have seen a circular symbol in their minds. Just when everyone is doubting, a huge vortex suddenly appeared over the moon base. This made everyone in the moon base tense. The next moment, a spherical spacecraft slowly appeared from the center of the vortex. The shape of this spaceship is very similar to the circular symbol I have seen before. In the lunar base command room, everyone thought he was an intruder. Must be destroyed immediately. But David immediately objected. It turns out that David believes that the design and technology of this spacecraft are completely different from the alien civilizations that previously attacked the Earth. Destroying this spherical spaceship is likely to trigger another race war. However, due to the lessons learned 20 years ago, leaders of various countries soon decided to strike preemptively this time. In the end, the spherical spacecraft was successfully destroyed. Everyone in the base cheered for this. The spherical spacecraft then crashed into a crater on the back of the moon. Scientist David ignored the objections of his superiors. He led the exploration team to the crash site of the spherical spacecraft to investigate. At this time, the crater was filled with the remains of spherical spacecraft. But at this moment, David suddenly discovered an unusually complete device. There is a white sphere perfectly preserved inside. David immediately realized that this thing was not simple, so they immediately prepared to take it back to Area 51 for research. At this time, everyone in the base was still immersed in the joy of just defeating the spherical spaceship. How could I expect the next second another alien spacecraft appears over the moon? At this time, the alien spacecraft slowly emerged from stealth. But this alien spacecraft is unusually huge. Its diameter is astonishingly 4,800 kilometers. As he continues to get closer to the moon, only then did people discover that this spacecraft was actually bigger than the moon. At this time, the Lunar Base Command took quick action as soon as it discovered the spacecraft. Following Commander Chang's order, the laser ion cannon quickly launched an attack on the alien spacecraft. But this time, the laser weapon lost its effect. It was easily blocked by the opponent's protective shield, so the headquarters launched a second attack. However, they never expected. During the gap between laser cannon charging, the opponent took the lead in launching an attack. Just this attack. This caused the entire lunar military base to be reduced to ashes. Watching the alien spacecraft continue to head towards the Earth, top commanders on the ground in various countries, with the support of the head of state, emergency activation of Space Orbital Defense System. However, too much time is wasted because the laser cannon is recharging. Alien spacecraft once again took the lead in targeting the target and launching an attack. A 765 for 3. Then the entire Space Orbital Defense System was destroyed almost instantly. Technology that humans were originally proud of. At this moment, it was easily crushed by the alien spacecraft. Now the Earth's defense measures against space have been completely destroyed. At this time, the huge alien spacecraft is preparing to land on the Earth without any scruples. But no, the diameter of the Earth is about 13,000 kilometers. The diameter of the alien spacecraft reached a terrifying 4,800 kilometers. He went straight through the atmosphere, over the Atlantic. The scene brought about by this is shocking and jaw-dropping. According to Newton's law of universal gravitation, any two objects in nature will attract each other. When the mass of one of the objects is large enough, it will attract objects smaller than its mass, and the alien spacecraft happens to be an object with enough mass, and its center engine also has suction power. The urban buildings in the entire coastal area were instantly destroyed by the gravity of the alien spacecraft. They were all sucked into the air. The scene is like the end of the world, although the aliens have not officially launched an attack at this time. But the homeland of mankind has suffered a devastating blow. Above the sky, this huge spaceship slowly stretched out for landing armors. Stay on the Atlantic Ocean. When the spacecraft landed completely and smoothly, only then did people truly see the huge full picture of the alien spacecraft. Its size covers almost 1/4 of the Earth's area. The invasion of alien civilization has really refreshed everyone's understanding. Soon the former president came to Area 51 urgently. They came to the alien prison, where they had been held for 20 years. However, at this time, all the alien captives in the prison have become extremely active. I thought they were frightened, but the doctor said that this situation is more like an excited carnival, because they felt that their king had arrived. But until now, humanity still cannot understand why alien monsters want to attack the Earth. In order to obtain more information, the president walked into an alien prison alone. Then he pressed the switch on the prison door. Free an alien prisoner. The result is the next second. The former president was wrapped around the neck by aliens. Then the aliens used the former president's vocal cords to start talking. She has arrived. Who is she? She is. At this time, a woman appeared in front of the alien, holding the circular symbol. Unexpectedly, the alien suddenly became extremely violent after seeing it. There seems to be great fear. Seeing that the old president is about to die, everyone present immediately opened fire on the aliens. However, they didn't expect the aliens to seize their weapons and fight back. At this time, a nigger quickly strikes out, ended alien's life with machete. Then in the command room, an infrared scan of an alien spacecraft is displayed on a large screen. The internal structure of the spacecraft is extremely similar to a honeycomb. The countless little white dots in the image are obviously aliens, and the big white spot in the center is probably something like the Wind Queen. Just looking at his huge size, you can tell that he's definitely the king of aliens. At the same time, the reconnaissance plane transmitted another image. Alien spacecraft is drilling into the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. That's nearly a kilometer in diameter. David realized the purpose of these aliens is to plunder the energy of the Earth's core. If they succeed, the Earth will lose its geomagnetic field. As a result, all living things on Earth will become extinct. Absolutely based on experience. 20 years ago, there must have been a queen bee on the alien mothership. At that time, it must have been because of the queen bee's death that all the alien spacecraft seemed to have lost control. So now just destroying the queen bee will force the aliens to stop. So the current female president immediately ordered a fighter formation carrying nuclear warheads to go to the alien mothership to destroy the Wind Queen. Soon hundreds of fighter planes were dispatched, but when they approached the alien mothership, it was immediately attacked by the mothership's defense system. The fighter group immediately adjusted its formation. All dive down. Their goal is to protect bombers carrying nuclear warheads from entering the mothership at all costs. At the same time, a large number of alien fighters also swarmed out and launched an attack on the fighter group. After a fierce battle, a bomber squad carrying nuclear warheads successfully sneaked into the alien mothership through the side. However, once inside the mothership, instead, they became extremely successful. No more alien resistance. But they didn't know that all this was a trap set by Fengo. As a result, just when the bomber locked the target and prepared to launch the nuclear warhead, suddenly, a strange shock wave struck. In the next second, all the fighter planes suddenly lost control. The fall started. At the same time, a large number of mini-discs were quietly launched and quickly absorbed on the position of the fighter's nuclear warhead. At this time, in order to ensure the success of the bombing mission, the unknowing pilots, had to forcefully start the explosion procedure. However, the explosion was tightly sealed by the energy shield generated by the mini-disc. The mission completely failed now. Just then, the mothership sent out a huge energy wave, destroyed all artificial satellites in space. Instantly, humanity immediately lost all communication networks. Later, the aliens directly found the combat base, where the female president was located, through signal tracking. No communication network. The isolated defense line of the base was quickly breached by aliens. The female president and other high-level government officials in the headquarters were all brutally massacred. Fortunately, the scientists at Area 51 made significant progress in studying the white ball. They discovered that the white ball is actually a smart hard drive. Then the activated white ball started to speak. State 1's origins. It turns out that the alien civilization that once produced white balls was also invaded by these alien predators and have been at war for thousands of years. But in the end, the alien civilization that created the white ball failed, and the white ball is the only survivor. They have stored all the race's technology and information in this white sphere. Just unlock these advanced technologies can create weapons to fight alien predators. So after the aliens saw the circular symbol, will become extremely fearful and angry. But now, there is not much time left for mankind, because when the white ball was just activated, Alien Wind Queen has detected the position of the white ball. At this time, Fengo is rapidly approaching Area 51. If you let the Wind Queen get the sphere, there is no hope for the Earth to come back. But now, there is absolutely no chance of winning in a head-to-head fight with Feng Hu. But David soon had a countermeasure. He wants to set a trap for Feng Hu. Then they started taking action. Store the white ball in an isolation cabin that shields signals. The same radiation signal as the white ball was then simulated in an aircraft loaded with nuclear warheads. Then the former president took the initiative again, driving this white ball aircraft loaded with nuclear warheads, prepared to lure Fengo into no man's land, then detonate a nuclear bomb to destroy the Wind Queen. This plan will soon come into effect. As expected, the Hive army led by the alien Wind Queen towards the aircraft that simulated a white ball driven by the president. Little did they know that the aircraft carried a deadly multi-million-ton nuclear bomb. Then, under everyone's protection, the former president lived up to expectations, successfully entered the interior of the alien spacecraft. Then David immediately activated the protective shield, blocked the spaceship driven by Fengo inside it. Then the president successfully found the alien Wind Queen inside the spacecraft. At this time, the president pressed the nuclear bomb button without hesitation. The next second, a nuclear explosion occurred. The alien spacecraft was instantly shattered. However, the remaining alien fighters continued to attack. This shows that the wind horn is not dead. Sure enough, after the smoke cleared, a 100-meter-tall alien wind slowly stood up from the ruins of the nuclear explosion. Sir, is that supposed to happen? Oh, my God, she has her own shield. It turns out that the biological armor mirror and protective shield worn by Fengo withstood this close-range nuclear attack. Then Fengo saw the only moving school bus in front of her. He became angry and started chasing. After seeing this, the Air Force formations turned around and launched an attack on Ban Hao. But because of the other party's protective shield, the Air Force did him no harm, and Ban Hao destroyed a fighter jet effortlessly. Then the account was banned, and he chased towards the school bus. David drove the school bus to escape life and death in a closed label chase. Emergency moment. Air Force fighter jets attack again. Concentrate firepower and aim at richness. And the rich fighting power is also very overwhelming. Fu Fu shook his arms at the fighter plane. The formation of fighter planes was only for a moment. The entire formation was wiped out. Only one female pilot left. In desperation, he rushed towards the alien wind and attacked crazily. Unexpectedly, Feng Ho's energy shield was miraculously broken at this moment. But the next second, the wind waved its arms and destroyed it. The female fighter pilot quickly pressed the escape button, opened the parachute, and escaped smoothly. But Fengo quickly rushed towards the female pilot, angrily, prepared to trample him to death. But in times of crisis, another comrade arrived in time, in a fighter plane. At this time, Fengo, who had no protective cover, was quickly suppressed by human fighters. The weapons in his hands were also destroyed. However, the situation changed suddenly because of the attack just now. Alien prisoners imprisoned at Area 51 suddenly escaped and discovered the location of the real white ball in the isolation cabin. Because the consciousness of aliens is common to each other, Feng Hu also received this signal at the same time, discovered the trap set by humans, this time. Immediately afterwards, Fengo summoned her own army of alien fighters. Then they gathered around, forms a powerful protective cover. Then he quickly rushed to the Area 51 base. After arriving at a certain location in Area 51, after the wind, a punch broke the cement board, successfully obtained the white sphere hidden below. Just at the critical moment, the adventure of mankind's only two remaining fighter planes has opened up a huge change mode for traveling through space. This allowed them to rush into the defense circle of alien fighters. At the same time, Zhao He discovered that Feng Hu's weak point was his back, so several people worked together to launch a fierce attack on his back. Just when a few people are about to run out of ammunition and food, Fengo finally couldn't resist the true body inside. I couldn't help but open my armor. Finally fell in the desert. Lost life. Sure enough, after Fengo died, all aliens have lost their fighting ability. Drilling rigs over the Atlantic also stopped. Humanity has won again. But when the alien spacecraft that escaped the Earth return to Jupiter, they will definitely choose a more powerful wind queen. Thus, can humans stop aliens from attacking next time? It's really hard to tell about the attack. But fortunately, the white sphere is intact. With his help, the technology of human civilization will be improved again. By then, humans will realize interstellar travel technology, completely equipped to fight predators. Interstellar travel take the fight to them. When do we leave? We are gonna kick some serious alien ass.